Hello girls, hello guys. Let's continue. As I said, let's look for React Router so we can have different pages with different components. And we can go to installation or basic. Maybe they have a quick start. Yeah, it's the same. Create blah, blah, blah. I don't know why they don't say React Router done. Yeah, this is the one that we need. Let's go here and Meteor Yarn Edge, this guy. Oh, I have change here that I didn't commit the last time. Yeah, let me commit this change first. Okay. Log the user and log out. Oh, my commit is failing. Let me drag a little bit so you can see as well. Then you can go to Git. I think I had some consoles. Yeah, I have a console in the line 31. You can also type like column 31 here, and then you can go straight. I think this function was required, but I'm going to just return an empty object here. Then nothing's going to happen. Okay, now let's add React Router to our code. We're add the dependency here. We can restart to make sure the dependency is loaded. Then let me check where I'm starting this. Okay, I have the app here. So I think I'm going to create the React Router component here. But I will create in another file called routes. Export const routes. This will be my component where I add my routes. I think I need a switch component, I believe is the name here. Yeah, we have this switch component and we use like, where is it? Yeah, like this. Let me paste it here. Can also grab this. I don't know exactly what's the difference, like because they say to add React Router DOM, and I know you can import from there as well. Let me try to import from, I don't know why React Router, if they, yeah, this is not the NPM module. Let's do like this. Then we don't have a home page yet, but we can create one. But for now, let's just be the path here for the app, but that's not going to be the app, right? Because as you're going to see, I'm going to use this as my main component. Then I'm going to return my routes here. So one thing that is important to understand is that React Router is going to put a component based on the URL. Then it feels complicated, but it's not that complicated. You can imagine like if I have login here, then React Router is going to use the switch like you have in any programming language, like the switch statement. And you try to match the path that I have here with this, like if I have login, and then it's going to render this component. But this does not need to be in the top level. This can be anywhere in the tree of your app. Then we are not going to add like here already, the routes. We are going to add a little bit down in this tree here. Okay, because I want to keep like the header. I want to keep like who is the user. Then I don't need to use this in every route, like to render all the page. Then I think I'm going to extract like here, and I will call this part as the home page. Export const home, and then this will be my home page. And then I can return this in a fragment. Okay, this is my home page. Just grab this here. Then I can add my home page here. No, I don't need to add my home page here. Sorry, I'm going to add my routes here. Okay. Now this will be like always static for now here, but I can also extract this as a header component. Sorry, I'm not using TypeScript. Header. Then I can have export const header. Like we don't need to move any code, but it's better to try to organize it. Let me add a fragment here as well. Okay, then I can import, then I can import my header as well. Okay, it's looking better. I think I don't need the user here, so I'm going to move this to my header because I'm using the user in the header. Let me just import this. I already have Meteor. I just have this. Like I always put React at the top. I don't know exactly why. Meteor in React. Okay, then this is our header, and then we don't need these things here anymore. And we have the routes. Then I have a div, I have the headers, and I have the routes. And then the routes have the home page here. I will import the home page. And I think that's it for now. Let's see how this behaves. Okay, I need to import React as well. Import React from React. Okay, we can have sign in, sign up. I think I already have a specific page for this. Then I can import like sign in. This is a component, sign up. I think you remember, but these were like standalone components. They are just a component. Now they will be wrapped in the same page because we are going to replace this part with these components, right? We are probably going to need like to have some divs here to improve the styles. But I think that's what you have, right? We have the home page, and then we are going to have a place to sign in, a place to sign up. Then I cannot, and like these groups here, I don't think they make sense here. Or they make sense here. Yeah, I'm not sure. But let's add something here, very simple, just like a button to sign in or sign up. Maybe we need to have two buttons, right? Then I'm going to put a div, and I will put a button. And I think we have a link component from React Router. Let me just grab this from here. I think we have a link component that's going to be better. And I think this link component, I was using, this is a different thing. This is the link from Material UI, and this is the link from React Router. Then let me just link route, not sure. I'm just renaming it because I can't have the same import twice. Sign up. This is the one. I think we have a tool that is a React Router. I usually prefer to have a file where I declare all my routes. Then I usually call like route paths, I think route paths. That's useful because then I don't need to have like strings everywhere in my code. I can just have like this constant, and then this constant can have like my home, and my home will be just this, and then I can have sign up. That will be like sign up, and I can have sign in. Then I don't, because if I use the wrong string, then it was going to break. And in this case, I don't have this problem because I'm also going to use the same exactly constant in my routes, like here. Then I think this is better because later maybe you want to send this in the email for the user, and you want to use this everywhere. And then if you don't have a constant, it's going to be a mess pretty soon. Okay. I think that's it. We don't need this. Oh, you need this. Why? Oh, you have an extra double quotes here. Okay. Then I also want to have sign in. Okay, but this is not going to work yet, and let me show you why. I don't know if they should have some explanations here about it, but you need to have like this router component in the top, because this route component, it's going to provide the context to allow everything to work. Then if you don't have this in the top, this is not going to work for sure. Then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this route component and the browser route, because I want the browser controlling my route. And then if you don't know anything about React context, we are going to explain this in other videos. Here, as I already said many times, we are just writing the code, but not explaining everything and how you should do everything. But you should read about it. Like React, it's not a basic concept, but it's also not like very hard to understand. If you dedicate it, you are able to get this concept pretty quickly. Then we need to have this, okay? This is not like, oh, okay, it's not nice to have. No, if you don't put this, and I think it's even breaking here. Yeah, can you see? You need to have switch inside the router. And when you study about React context, and always go to the React doc, it's the best place. And if you go to docs, and are going to have context here, and then you are going to understand why this needs to be like this, because they need to have some information from this nested tree, then it's going to be able to render properly. Then if you don't put this is not going to work. And I think we need to also provide some way to control the history, like how the browser is going to behave, if it's going to use like a hashtag, or if it's going to use a different thing. I'm almost sure, I don't know, it's not very clear here, like how to set up. This doc is a little bit weird for me, because I know we need to provide like the history object, but I don't know, it's not showing this there. Can you see? Here it's explaining, but I don't know there it's not. But anyway, we need to add this package as well to communicate with the browser history. Then we need to create the browser history here. I don't need to call custom browser history. And then I need to provide this as a prop for my router. Remember, my router, we are using the browser router. And then this is it. This is the way that connects your browser history with React router. Then you can use the back and forward. Because one thing that maybe is not clear yet is that, oh, it's working. Yeah, maybe one thing that is not clear yet, it's because when you click here, then like you see a different path there, but actually this is a single page application. What that means that in the initial request from the HTML, you just call for one single page. If you go to the network tab, and I can clear this, when I click sign up, can you see? I'm not asking a new page for the browser. If I refresh, you can see this request. And when you are in a single page application, we just do this one time. Then you get the initial HTML, as you can see in the response here. And that's it. And then we are just in a single page. But React Routers informs the browser that you are navigating using the browser API. But you are not really navigating. But as React Router informs the browser that you are navigating, then you can use the back and this is going to work. But you need to understand that that's not really using the browser feature to navigate to a different page. Okay? And this is important because if you really navigate to a different page, your app is going to refresh because you're going to load the JavaScript again and everything again. And of course, you don't want that. Like every click, you render the page from scratch. Okay, then I need to remove this component because I think I'm using the sign-in component twice. Yeah, I'm using it in the route here, and I also using in the header. Then I don't want to use in the header anymore. Probably, let's see how it looks. Okay, then I just have this on my home page, and yeah, that's it. I need to have a way to return, right? Otherwise I'm like locked here. Then we can add to this sign-in component because now it's in a different page. We could have a button to return, or even a link maybe from React Router as well. Then you could have a link back. Yeah, let's see how this looks. I think it will look pretty bad, but let's see. Yeah, not that bad. Okay, I just need to say where do I want to go back. Then I want to go back to route paths.home. That's why I like to have constants. Then I am sure that I'm using the right one. And here as well. Okay, then let's see. Now I should be able to return. I should be able to sign up. I should be able to return. And that's basically it. And if I click here, we go to YouTube to watch these videos that we are doing.